Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thanks for coming, everybody. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Definitely a lot going on, which is good. Roll call, please.
John DeBoyer.
Here.
Maureen Bory. Here. Mark Bouchard.
Here.
Artie Bryson.
Here.
Christy Hiltonen.
Here.
Chris O'Regan.
Here.
Cindy Valentine. Here.
All right, looks like we're all here. First thing on the agenda, we have a special assessment public hearing. I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to open the public hearing for special assessment of Bayview Shores Aquatic Management at 6:01 p.m.
Support. Okay, motion support. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, motion passes. I'll open up a public hearing for the Bayview Shores Aquatic Management. Is there anybody here that would... My duck's here. Your duck's here. We're going to shoot it.
It better be a teal.
Yeah, better be a teal, right. Very good. Anybody here for our public hearing? Once, twice, 3 times. I'll entertain a motion to close our public hearing.
I'll make a motion to close the public hearing for the special assessment Bayview Shores Aquatic Management at 6:02.
Support. Got motion, support. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, motion carries. And next we have bills payable. Entertain a motion.
Board, I'll make a motion to approve bills payable in the amount of $15,352.64.
Support. Motion and support. Any discussion?
I see the Russell Island trash was $2,500. That's for the year or what?
It's probably pretty
July.
close to the year. They wait and then they send us one bill. It's $400, I believe, a week.
Yeah.
And Russell Island pays for that. Any other questions?
And the Fragmity control for $2,000, is that private or?
That's for chemicals that people buy from us through our Fragmites
All right,
program.
so it's private, okay.
We do a blanket permit that covers the whole township to treat for Fragmites. So,
Got it.
okay, anything else? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Maureen Bory. Yes. Mark Bouchard.
Yes.
Artie Bryson.
Yeah.
Christy Hiltonen.
Yes.
Chris O'Regan.
Yes.
Cindy Valentine, yes. John DeBoyer.
Yes. All right, motion passes. Next, we have our supervisor's report. I've been working with the EPA on their $1 million grant for our sewer project. One thing we had to do is make sure that all the subcontractors fall under the Davis-Bacon Wage Act, and which we just did. I think I sent them the paperwork Thursday on that. So we're just waiting to hear back on that, and we should be good to go. And that's, remind everyone to, we have a project to line the interceptor
Sewer
from
interceptors?
Blueville to the plant in Algonac. And lots of work's going on Harson's Island algae treatment plant. I mentioned to you we'd have POs to approve this this meeting, but I asked them quite a few questions on warranty. If this happens, what, ramifications. And they didn't get back to me yet, so I was going to push it back to the next meeting till I can get those questions answered. Now that the Indiana bat nesting season is over, and we don't have any federal mussels on the site that we could actually put in. We built an access road, the back of it to get access there, and they've been doing soil borings this last week. So we'll be able to start prepping the site for the plant, to actually build the plant. So that's all good. It's going good. The Bluebill Bridge replacement is going strong. They got the undercarriage of the deck in place, and as far as I haven't heard any complaints with the traffic or anything. It's going great. It looks really nice, actually. All the paperwork was approved by the county, and we ordered the mobile stage for our band stage, and I'm waiting for an estimated time of completion, but hopefully we'll get it back here this next spring. Dealing with a lot of blight issues, building and drainage issues, believe it or not. Sans Souci welcome sign has been placed over on LaCroix Street. Man, it looks great too. A lot of kudos about it, and it was a good thing. And the playscapes in the Clay Park is almost done. And they're just finishing up. We still have to do a little landscaping and a few other touches. We are going to have a red ribbon cutting ceremony Friday, the 6th, at 4 o'clock over there. We have to give the surface time to set up before we can let big and small little kids and growing up kids on it. So we're going to do it, and they said Friday's the day, so at 4 o'clock, I have the Elginak Marching Band coming and play a few songs, cut the red ribbon, and let all the kids have fun on the new pirate ships and stuff. I think it looks really good myself. And the playscapes that we donated to Browns Field is tentatively scheduled for installation in October. I've been in conversations with the association and the company that will be doing it. And the Colony Tower painting is being finished up right now. They just have the roof to do, which they came back today and probably be done tomorrow. And then at that time, we have a local contractor that's going to do all the cement work on the base and paint that. The cement on the bottom isn't really structural, it's more aesthetic, but needs to be done. And so that's come along really nice too. Okay. We had DDA legislation at the state, and allowing us to have a second DDA, one for Sans Souci. Right now, you're only allowed one per municipality. And it went through the Senate and is waiting to be introduced on the House. And I know it's in queue for them to hear it when they get back in session. And there's a lot of bipartisan support on there. I don't anticipate any problem whatsoever. So once that's passed, then it gets signed by the governor, and we can start creating the new DDA. Fall pickleball leagues for women, Thursday Women's League. I think it just started last week, but there's still room. It's Thursdays from 5 to 8. And so if you want to get involved in that, stop over or give us a call. And then Tuesdays we have a beginner's pickleball class. And that's from 6 to 7. And then we do beginner's open play on Tuesdays from 7 to 8 after that. So a lot of good stuff going on. And our fall cleanup weekend is coming up sooner than you think. It's September 21st on the mainland behind the water department, and 21st and 22nd on Harson's Island over at Browns Field. So bring all your junk. Any tires, they have to be off the rim, otherwise they won't take it. But it's always a good thing, and I actually have fun during it myself.
I was asked about lawnmowers. Do they take lawnmowers and engines?
If the gas and oil's out.
Take the gas, okay.
So All right.
I just had one more,
No latex, right?
Yeah, no latex
Thank you.
paint.
there's just one more little question about the algae treatment plant. Where's the one that's similar to ours? I heard New York wasn't similar, but Colorado's similar to what we're getting?
Well, there's Colorado is.
Is that the most similar one?
Yeah, I mean, New York is pretty similar, but they treat the algae afterwards a lot differently than we're going to.
All right, so we'd have to go to Colorado to see the
Yeah.
closest one, okay.
Um,
What city is that in?
I have to look.
Okay, let me know.
All right. Public comments. Do we have any public comments? Hey, come on up and state your name and address, please.
Pam Murtis, 8121 Colony. Lorraine, on August 22nd, I was at a private event held at the Lions Club, and you came there too. You were told that you would have to leave because it was a private event. Rather than leave, you said that as a Clay Township trustee, you needed to know what was going on so that you could report to the community. I thought perhaps I could help you let the community know what's going on, Maureen. You were told by multiple citizens very politely that it was by invite only. Finally, you exited the building but didn't leave the area. Instead, you stayed, taking pictures of people going in and out of the building. Eileen Tesh, I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce her name, was taking pictures as well, and Jerry Galko was in his parked car during the event. It surprised me that you didn't simply identify yourself as Maureen, private citizen. What you identified yourself as was a trustee of Clay Township. After the event, people were saying that you were still taking pictures, and when I asked where, they pointed to your car where you were parked in the school driveway. So I walked over to you as you sat in your car, and I said to you, Maureen, do you want a close-up? And you said, no, I don't want a close-up. And I said, why are you taking pictures? And you said, because you want to see if a friend of yours was there. And I said, you're taking pictures of people coming in and out of a building because you want to know if your friend is there? The other gal who was right next to you, I asked why she was taking pictures. She identified herself as Eileen Tesh and said, you'd better be careful. And I said, I better be careful? Why should I be careful? Are you threatening me? She again told me that I needed to be careful. The next day, a friend told me that you, Maureen, had posted that you were grabbed by an individual at the event and that your arm was sore. I could see if your arm was sore for holding a camera up all that time filming private citizens, but no one touched you. No one touched you. And not only did no one touch you, but, and that was a flat-out lie, there are multiple people who would be willing to testify in a court of law under oath that that did not happen. So since you came representing the township, which you did, does that mean that the township could be facing a defamation lawsuit because of your outlandish lie, Maureen? There were more than 100 people there that evening, some from different communities, not just from Clay Township. And there are many people, as I said, who are willing to testify of what happened that evening. I think it was so shameful of how you acted that evening, representing yourself as a trustee here. I don't believe that it would be unlawful that you were taking pictures, but I do think that it was very unethical. And I also believe that that was a form of voter intimidation, because I felt very intimidated. You can make a face, Maureen, you can make a face. If you had your camera, you could take a picture again. I felt very intimidated. And the fact that you represented yourself as a trustee, you came representing the township. And I don't know if you now have a job of professional photographer for the township, but that was unethical. I have not looked into that yet, but I will look into that to see, is that allowed by our township? You coming there representing yourself and acting in a very unethical manner.
Okay, thank you. Any more public comments? More public comments? Okay, moving right along. We have the consent agenda. I'll entertain a motion.
Wait for me.
Wait, there, you coughed up.
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda with the minutes of the board meeting of 8/19/24 and board-approved checks with checks cut in between meetings.
Support.
Okay, we have motion and support. Any discussion?
The generator, I just was on the in-between meetings checks. Where's that generator over at, this $59,000 generator?
At the water department.
DPW? Okay, thought so.
What's that cut off at the bottom, West International Telephone? Know what that says?
Westel International, check number 39061 for $562. That was on the last bills payable.
Okay, I was just cut off, couldn't quite read it. Decipher it. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
That's a 911 service, right?
Yeah. All right. No more questions? All in favor of the consent agenda signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. All right, next we have new business. Set public hearing for Bayview Shores Aquatic Management for October 7th. We have a resolution to state that. Entertain a motion.
Make a motion to approve Resolution 2024-21C, Bayview Shores Resolution 3, which is setting the public hearing, correct? And then also Resolution 24-21D, Bayview Shores Resolution Number 4. Setting the public hearing.
Yes, I'm sorry. 3 is the district, 4 is setting a new public hearing.
Thank you, Sherry.
Support.
Okay, so we have, the first one is setting the district, and it shows a cost of $2.71 per front foot. And then the second resolution is to set the next public hearing. Do we all have it?
That would be a 5-year special assessment.
5-year special assessment. Okay, does everyone understand?
They did have more than 50%
Yeah.
approval.
79%. Yeah, they had 79%, which is good. They've been doing this for a while, too. It's successful there. All right, roll call.
Mark Bouchard.
Yes.
Artie Bryson.
Yes.
Christy Hiltonen.
Yes.
Chris O'Regan.
Yes.
Cindy Valentine, yes. John DeBoyer.
Yes.
Maureen Bory.
Yes.
Okay, motion passes. Next, we have another special assessment, Aquatic Management, Anchor Bay Drive in Farnsworth and Phillips Drive. We have first resolution to prepare the plans and the costs, and the second resolution to hold a public hearing for it on October 7th. I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the Aquatic Management Anchor Bay Drive, Farnsworth, Phillips Drive, Resolution 2024-25A to approve the preparation of plans and costs, and Resolution 2024-25B to set the public hearing for October 7th, 2024.
Support.
Okay, a motion and support. These things, they're a nice vehicle to get things done, like cleaning canals and roads and stuff, private roads, but we gotta do like 2 public hearings and a bunch of paperwork.
It's a lot.
Because it is a tax for them. All right, any more discussion?
So this one's a new district?
Yes, 2 different ones. There's one down Farnsworth and,
They're also renewing though as well, correct,
Yeah.
Sherry?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
had one previously, yeah, and they have 84% on
84% that signed it,
And it's a 3-year special assessment.
3-year. All right, hearing no more discussion, roll call, please.
Artie Bryson,
Yes.
Kristi Hiltonen,
Yes.
Chris O'Regan,
Yes.
Cindy Valentine, yes, John DeBoyer,
Yes.
Maureen Bory,
Yes.
Mark Bouchard.
Yes.
Motion passes. Boy, we're going to have a lot of public hearings. Next is to set public hearing for our police, fire, and garbage mills and fees for September 16th. I'll entertain a motion.
Board, I'll make a motion to set the public hearing for the police, fire, and garbage mills and fees for September 16th, 2024 at 6 PM.
Support. Okay, a motion and support. Any discussion? Just want to let everybody know that we're proposing no increase on police or fire, the mills, and the garbage rate remain the same also, as it has been for the last 10 years. And that's September 16th. Any more discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. All right, next, we have to discuss the Clay Ira vac truck purchase. I received this letter from Ira Township. We were going to go and do a joint purchase for a vac truck and a vacuum truck that's very handy for the sewer and water department for cleaning out anything that needs to be cleaned out, and culverts and such, manholes. We were going to pay for half of it, and Ira's going to pay for half of it. And we dedicated a portion of our ARPA money, $150,000 of it, to go towards the purchase of it. But they, someone want to read this?
Sure, I will. The Artie Bryson, Clay Township, Supervisor, Clay Township Board of Trustees. Dear Artie, at a special meeting of the Ira Township Board of Trustees on August 21st, 2024, it was discussed and voted on unanimously to rescind the purchase agreement between Ira Township and Clay Township for the joint purchase of a Vector truck from Sourcewell, JDC, with a proposed contract number of 101221-VTR. New paragraph. Ira Township has decided to forego this purchase on its own and will, if deemed necessary, in the future, be willing to explore a rental agreement with Clay Township. New paragraph. We appreciate the opportunity to continue working with the current Clay Township Board and stand behind our commitments we have together. Sincerely, James Enders, Jr., Ira Township Supervisor.
So, obviously, we won't be able to do this, and we're going to have to reallocate $150,000 of our ARPA money because we have to have it committed by the end of the year. So, just want you to ponder what your thoughts are on it, and I suggest in the next meeting or two that we come up with a plan for the balance of our ARPA money. I'll have a better idea how much we have there. I'm guessing it's going to be about $250,000.
What was the purchase price of that vac truck?
Oh, it was like $550,000.
Right.
What was it?
570.
570, split in half. So our cost, I think, was, it was a chunk of dough, but we were going to use some ARPA money and then some of our budget from our fund balance for it.
Could we lease that truck?
Well, they'll rent it. They'll explore renting it.
From us if we buy it.
No, the other way around.
Oh, okay.
The other way around.
They're buying it outright.
They're buying
They're going to buy it
outright.
without us.
They don't want to do a joint purchase with Clay
I wonder
Township.
why they called the special meeting when unanimously decided to boot us out.
Well, you'd have to ask them that, but
I just thought maybe you had some insight.
they,
Had a pretty good idea.
Had a pretty good idea.
I could guess, but I don't want to guess.
Right. They didn't tell you.
Yeah, they did. But, so
Oh,
just.
they
wa-
did tell you, but, they did tell you? You said they did tell you?
Yeah.
Oh, but you don't want to tell us?
You really want me to?
I don't mind. Is it,
Truthfully, they don't want to work with the new board as elected,
They're not elected, they're not.
or not,
because it's a possibility?
yes. I wasn't going to say it, but that's what
Well,
they told me.
it's good to know.
It's good to know. So that being said, I just want the board to be aware that we'll have to adjust with, or figure out what we want to do with our, the rest of our ARPA money, and we'll have a discussion here in the next couple meetings on it.
What's the deadline, Artie, that that's got to be committed?
The end of the year,
December
31st?
yeah. Yep,
It's got to be allocated by then, right?
it's got to be allocated and then
then it's gotta be
spent by
spent
the end
by-
of the following year.
2025.
Yep,
And do we know, is that the 31st? Is it
Yes.
December 31st?
yep,
Okay.
yep. All right. That's all I have.
Sorry, Lance.
Yeah, he was looking forward to it. Board member comments. Cindy, you have anything for us?
I do not. My head's still spinning today. We had the auditors start our annual audit
Oh,
today,
that's
so
right.
it was super, super busy.
Got to mention it. John?
I don't have anything tonight.
No? Maureen?
No?
Wow.
I guess it's up to me, unfortunately. At the last planning commission meeting, which was last Wednesday, we're going to have a new vitamin manufacturing facility at Nook and Field, right? Nook and Field?
Yeah, the old Autocraft.
Yep, and that was approved by the planning commission. And we're going to have a new T-Mobile tower, 250 feet tall, over on
Yes.
Plum Road. So, and that was approved. So that's all I have.
Nook and Field, Mark?
No, Fruit.
Nook and
Oh, fruit, okay.
fruit and cemetery.
On that note, though, I do want to thank you all for coming out tonight, because it is very nice to see a full house in here for a change. Done.
Chris?
Yep, mine's fairly short. I'm looking for competitive estimates for that potential pickleball net. I just did a random Harris poll, and I'm thinking we get somewhere between 50 and 80 pickleballers per day,
Oh, yeah.
7 days a week. So there's some people using our park, and I think it's spectacular.
Yesterday, they even set up the
The temporary nets?
the temporary nets in the basketball. And there was probably, when I was here, about 35 people.
So I have one quote, and what the pickleball crew are looking for is they're looking for some kind of a netting on the back on the M29 side that's going to act as a windscreen. They use these little plastic wiffle balls, we'll call them, and they're very susceptible to wind. So they're asking if they can get, a little bit of help from us. And what I have right now is something in the neighborhood of about $590. But I'm looking for two other hard estimates, so I can bring these to you guys and for consideration for perhaps some of our ARPA funds on our next meeting. It'll be small in the big picture, but it means a lot to that little group, which is a growing group.
Is it see-through?
Yes.
Well, I mean,
It's-
kind of.
The ones I'm looking at is 12% see-through.
Okay, because I had people
12%.
brought up, they'd like to be able to see through it for a safety issue.
88% is, we got to pick a color, and,
Right.
they got grays, blues, traditionally green.
Mm-hmm.
And it comes in, that's about a 10-foot fence.
Yeah, it is.
And so the sizing is awkward, but I did find a company that would make a 5x50. So at a 5x50, we've got 95 feet across the back, we've got 10-foot high, so I need about 4 of them. And then they want to ship it for like, $110. So I'm in process of getting 2 other estimates, and I'll have those in our board packet next time, and it's kind of small potato stuff, and thank you to everybody that came out today. It's nice to see people in the crowd. Thank you.
Chrissy?
Just a reminder, summer tax due date is coming up, September 14th, which happens to fall this year on a weekend, so the due date is Monday, September 16th, to pay your summer taxes.
Okay, I don't know, boy, I'll tell you what, there was a lot going on Labor Day. It was great. I think the Elginak Lions did spectacular on the art fair. And it was great to see a lot of other service groups there, getting this awareness and doing a little bit of raising for their efforts, raising money. The turkey shoot was really nice. I participated in the antique boat parade, which I think they had 60 boats in it. And then the regular parade on land was spectacular, I hear. It lasted over an hour. And I also helped out with the fire department Sunday pancake breakfast, which was awesome. I don't know, did we break a record, Chief? It was awfully close. Yeah. How many? Close to 500 people. So, yeah, it was just nonstop. It was great to see. But a lot of good things. And I forgot, Wednesday was the Elginak Lions Steak Dinner in North Channel.
Right. Yep.
And that was, man, those are good steaks.
Yeah, they're great.
They're good steaks, so,
Weeks.
yeah, week's meat.
Yeah. Top of the line.
Yeah, so a lot of good things, and it's great to see the community come out for those, and it makes it, a great place to live and be there and everything. And thank you all for coming. So, really appreciate it. Other than that,
Motion to adjourn.
yeah,
Support?
all in favor, ayes. Thanks for coming, everybody.